Tuesday's review. Tuesday, November 4th. Tuesday's review. Let's jump right into it. Okay. So coming out of Monday, we already went over what happened on Monday. So now coming into Tuesday, we see that we have our last close. Okay. Well, first, let me get into the right chart. We got our last close candle at 414. We know the routine. We wait for opening at 9:30, and we look for our setup to what we potentially going to get. So this is just what Tuesday was. Let's go through it in one step. Boom. Okay. So now this is the opening. This is the start of our day. Let's see what we got going. Okay. Get that out of there. First things first, we're gonna look at what our playing field is. What is our gap and our range and our environment for today at the 9:30 opening? Okay, so as you can see, this was our last close here. This was our open. So price opened lower. So now we're in a discount. So now being in the discount, we're gonna switch over and see how that play out. How does that play out? Okay. So now that we're in a discount, okay, what we have to our left here are two equal lows that could potentially be taken out before we see price go up. Okay. And with price going up, we would want to now target 50% of that range. Okay. So first and foremost, let's highlight our area of interest. You have here and you have here. Okay. So we may be looking for price to do something like this, take that out quickly, and then shoot up right into somewhere in this area. Okay, so that's our idea, right? That's the idea for that. So now let's get our fib, right? Let's level our chart out. Okay, go to the higher time frames. All right, so now, like I said, we're in the discount type of scenario. Okay, we're in a discount. Right, we're in a discount, meaning we're in a buy. We're looking for price to go up. Okay, so with that being said, okay, as we can see, switching over back to now. Okay, if you know what our what our real trade now is an electronic hour game. If you know, you know. If you want to know, tap in, get in contact. We can get you learning. But simply put, as I indicated on before, we had these equal lows that we want to take out, and as you can see, price is nicely taking us out. So now also with this sitting low here, we also may want to pay attention to London low and see what it may want to do for that. It may take that out as well. So with it being 9:30, we're just going to go one candle at a time, being on the 3-minute time frame. Okay, gonna go. Okay, so now as you see, clearly take out those lows. This next low may be attacked as well. Okay, hold out. Respect this so far. Boom. Okay, so now we have our action. So at this point, it's 9:39. Okay, so 9:39, we have our action. We've seen that our low is respected here. We have our bullishness, right? So now, what did we do? We forgot to actually put our fib. So let's lay our fib low to the high. And as you can see, we got our 50% at 25,933. So that's technically what we want to target. Okay, this is what we want to target. So, scenario put, what can we do? Okay, what can we do? Looking, okay, fair value gap. What would you necessarily, if you're getting it right now with 25,760 even, 25,669 is the optimal node coming from. So let's kind of see where we want to go. Okay, let's see if we can get a pullback into that fair value gap. Okay, with this action here, This is going to let me know that I want to actually take action. So I will buy a nice little one contract just for the hell of it. Target. Okay. So this would have been ideal if we would have been on a 1 minute time frame because as you can see, price comes down. We have a buy up with the retrace in it to show that okay, this is being respected. So typical entry will be right here. But with our live entry, as we can see, okay, we now can see how we miss and we go up. So typically put, we just want to target that 50%, keep it short and sweet, confirm it, and let's see what we can get. Okay, let's see what we can get. Okay, so far we've already reached. Let's back out a little bit. Back out. So oh shit, time frame. Let's back out. Okay, so far we've reached the first quadrant, right? 25% of the actual range because we're going upwards. So we reached about 25% of it. 50% will be here. So right now we would honestly be dragging our SL up, right? So now our SL will be right to the top of our last bearish candle. And so far we've just secured $48. Okay. So now we're at 245 and we're above. So now let's pay ourselves. Right. So now keep in mind also the time of day, 10 a.m. is coming. Let's pay ourselves for the time that we actually been in the market so far. Okay. Price goes up. And as you can see, boom, boom. We stalled out. We stalled out. We didn't get all the way to our 50% target. We actually got 50% of the range in between our first quadrant and 50% equilibrium. So boom, we paid ourselves. So now we see we won that trade specifically about 177. But overall, the overall move of the day was understanding the price action of what was going to be going on with the discount in price opening, watching for all any prior lows prior to the session open to be rated or taken out. We see that this ultimate London low was respected. These are the lows prior to the session open. Price did what it had to do. Entry taken. Well, opportunity, best optimal entry here, but real live opportunity here to bank in $170 and 9:42 to 10:06 in about 26 minutes. You made about $170. So about 30 minutes, you made about $170. That's good margins for me, man. So this was Tuesday work, nice, short, and sweet, and just to let you know the day continue to play out. As you can see, price kind of failed entirely to get to the 50%, and we had a complete breakdown that led into a stalemate for the rest of the day.